And now a word from the Nearly Sane. So today I'm going to start out with a riddle. What is causing chaos in Washington and rhymes with stealth bear? Healthcare! This week Obama gave a press conference during which he pressured Democrats to pass healthcare reform now. This has caused turmoil on both sides of the aisle. The Democrats are scrambling to reach Obama's healthcare reform deadline, and the GOP is crapping their pants at the very thought of the S word. Socialism! Also, with Sarah Palin's resignation taking place this Sunday, the 26th, 2012 just seems to be right around the corner. Now, the Democrats already have their guy lined up. It's going to be that handsome fellow from Chicago. But as for the GOP, they want to know right now who's going to be taking Obama on in 2012. Will it be Sarah Palin? Will it be somebody else? Well, today I want to give you a preview of 3 people who I think have a very strong possibility of running for president in 2012. I would not be surprised if one, if not all 3 of these politicians make an appearance on the primary circuit in the years to come. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about the possible 2012 candidates, GOP. And you can decide for yourself who is the best choice to go against Obama. So listen carefully. The first, Sarah Palin. In 2006, Sarah Palin was elected the first female governor of the great state of Alaska. She is also the youngest governor to ever be elected by her state, though she recently announced that she would be resigning the office effective July 26, ending her term by about 18 months. Before this, she was the mayor of Wasilla, Alaska. She was of course slingshotted into the national spotlight during the 2008 presidential campaign when John McCain unexpectedly tapped her to be the VP. Probably the most popular of the 3 politicians I'm going to be talking about today, Sarah Palin is also the most controversial. The reason she is a contender: name recognition. Whether you like her or whether you hate her, Sarah Palin is now a household name. Were she to run in 2012, there would be no awkward getting to know you phase that politicians often have to go through that can sometimes leave them in the dust of more popular candidates. She appeals strongly to the Republican base. Palin is reliably conservative on most issues that the GOP holds close to heart. And for people who are left with a sour Obama-y taste at the end of 2012, this will be a plus. Reasons she might fail. She is a handler's nightmare. When she was first announced as the choice for VP in 2008, Sarah Palin was very popular in Alaska for taking a strong stance against corruption in her state. However, since taking the governor's mansion, Sarah Palin has been hit with 19 ethics violations. Womp womp. Also, she has forever tarnished her political career by resigning. In a now infamous resignation speech, Sarah Palin cited many confusing reasons for deciding to leave the governor's mansion, one of which being that she would be like a dead fish if she decided to stay in the governor's mansion. She said that if she were to quit, she'd be doing her state more good than bad, and staying in office would be quitting. However, some people have said that her resignation can only help her chances in 2012. Well, that may be true if she had actually said that her intentions were to run for president in 2012 during her resignation speech. The fact that she didn't, and she rambled to the point of inspiring an iPhone application that translates her speech into normal English, just hurts her. I'm sorry. Contender number 2, Senator Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham is the Republican senator from South Carolina. He has been a member of the Senate since 2002. Before that, he was a member of the House of Representatives. He sat on the Judiciary Committee that worked on the impeachment of Bill Clinton. Before politics, he served active duty in the Air Force from 1982 to 1988. Reasons he is a contender. Yay! Slightly centrist politics. Though he votes conservative 90% of the time, Senator Lindsey Graham has been known to go against his party and even criticize his party publicly. The most recent of which being that he has announced publicly that he plans to support Judge Sotomayor in her Supreme Court nomination hearing. But when it comes to GOP core values, he is reliably conservative. A plus. Reason number 2, involvement. Unlike some senators with household names, Senator Graham actually does his job and actually pushes actual legislation through the actual Senate. Graham co-sponsored the Healthy Americans Act, which would create universal health care paid for by the public and the private sectors. Graham also sits on many committees, including Armed Services and Veterans Affairs. Reasons he might fail. He's not flashy enough. I hate to say it, but the presidential race is very much a popularity contest. Though Graham is a solid politician with a solid GOP record, he might not appeal to people who don't watch the news on a regular basis. Like the people who made it possible for the Naked Cowboy to have an actual constituency in the New York mayoral race. No, it's true, the Naked Cowboy is running for mayor of New York City. Click my face for his homepage. Option number 3, John Boehner. But his name looks like Boehner. That's a political liability. John Boehner is currently serving as the House Minority Leader. Before politics, he served in the Navy for 8 weeks but was honorably discharged for a bad back. Reasons he is a contender. He is strong with the base and he isn't batshit crazy, like someone else previously mentioned. Sarah. Boehner is a strong supporter of the wars in the Middle East, and with Obama taking a lot of flack for loosening America's grip in the area, this can only be a plus when it comes to the GOP base. He is often the first to criticize Obama on issues and has now become sort of the poster boy for the Tea Party throwing crazy GOP reasons he might fail. John Boehner is in bed with every lobbyist in Washington. Loan firm Sallie Mae pretty much funded Boehner's campaign in 2004. Boehner currently rents an apartment in Washington, D.C. that is owned by a lobbyist. Boehner talks the talk, but he does not walk the walk. For instance, in response to Obama's stimulus bill, Boehner helped write the Republican Road to Recovery. Think of it as the GOP's non-existent budget plan. It didn't contain a single number. Still, Boehner's popularity in the anti-Obama scene will only do him favors when it comes to 2012 presidential races. Wild card! Do not be surprised if one or more conservative talking heads decides to have a presidential bid in the years to come. I am not a Fox News watcher, but watching video clips of Glenn Beck pouring gasoline over a guest to sort of pantomime what he feels like Obama's doing to the country just makes me ask the question, Glenn, do you think you can do a better job? Will it be Sarah Palin, the batshit crazy governor of Alaska? Will it be Lindsey Graham, the senator who is made of leather? Or will it be John Boehner, who likes to put up videos on YouTube of him with the bloodhound looking for stimulus money? Click my face for the link. Chances are I will be voting for Obama in 2012. If he keeps on doing what he's doing, he's not going to have as easy of a time as he did in 2008. And when the far right is throwing around terms like socialism, people are going to listen even if they have no idea what the word socialism means. But Obama needs to be careful if he wants to have a second term, because when things get too liberal, crazy stuff can happen, like Nixon gets 2 terms crazy. So please, leave your nasty comments about why I have no idea what I'm talking about below, and remember to subscribe. Or more likely, remember to subscribe. Kind of up that way, I guess. It'd be like right over there, the yellow button. Yeah, click that button.
My name's Edward Albee. Vote Ron Paul in 2012. Yay!